Get this show on the road. I'm on here early. Hello. I gotta find my scissors real quick. Hello, everybody. I'm on a little early. Whoever on, hello. Thank y'all for coming on. I'm on here real fast because I have now completed my sublimation purge. So let me tell you about my experience with that. This is my first time doing a purge on a converted printer. So I switched sublimation inks for just a couple other reasons. I had to sit back and, as y'all know, cost and stuff is going up. And so I had to take a hard look at some things that I had to scale back on as far as my supplies. And the ink part was the last part of it, right? So I have a converted 16650 Epson printer. And I took all the ink out today and I put new ink in. So it's many ways that you can do that. So if you are thinking about switching inks and you don't want to buy a new printer, I suggest y'all do your research. Hello. I suggest people do research. Like I said, this has been something in the making for a while. So this is not something that I just decided to do overnight. I had to go read, watch videos, see what best option I think was best for me. And I took the other route. I did not want to use syringes. So what I did, I took, this message is held for review. I'm scared to read what that say. Why everybody be talking about my forehead? Uh, that's funny. So, anyways, I took my ink out of my sublimation eco tank. I have a big eco tank printer. I have a 16650, and I took all the trays out before I lifted it up and took it to where I needed to take it to. So what I did, I took all the trays out because I got trays I got a slot in the back, two trays at the bottom, and I wanted it to be light as possible. And then I took it to a sink and I had me a nice bowl and I had to turn my Epson printer upside down. That's what I did. So I turned the printer upside down. I only had a little bit of ink in there. So the rest of the ink that I had drained out. Now, if you decide to do that method, be very careful because you don't want to break the glass that's on the top for the copy because the printer still got the copy part. You want to have a plan before you do that. So make sure you have gloves. I recommend using rubbing alcohol to clean up the ink, because you is going to get some ink on your printer. And then you know the nozzles where you have to fill your eco tank, those are going to get messy. So I use alcohol and I cleaned everything back up, gave it a nice wash down. Um, so after I emptied all of the ink out, then I had to do a purge, and I did an 80-page purge. Okay, so I had to fill my ink back up with the new ink, and then the lines still have old ink in the printer. So, like I said, I'm going to put on here. I'm going to later on. I'm going to put the link what I, the research that I came up with that was best for me. But if you guys want to try, I recommend you just, like I said, do your research, read, see if that's the best way you want to go, and just go from there. So now I did an 80 page purge, because it's certain instructions in there that you have to do depending on what kind of printer you have. So the purge took the longest. I'm not gonna lie. It took like over an hour to purge the rest of the ink out the lines. I used some old copy paper, and I just ran my Epson cycle for like 80 pieces of paper, and I let it was like, I want to say almost 2 hours. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. And then it was printing out, and then after that, you could do a maintenance cleaning, make sure your lines and stuff is free of air bubbles and stuff like that. So that's what I did. What are you talking about? A printer? Yes, sublimation. This for crafters, people who using sublimation ink. I decided to switch my ink. I decided to switch ink for reasons that I had no choice. I used, can I make it where the stuff is safe and not violent? All right, so this is my test print with the new ink. Okay, so this is my new ink in here. And what I am going to do, I took I had a couple license plates left, and I'm just going to use this to sublimate on to here. So I'm going to cut this out. So I'm going to use this here as my tester, because I didn't want to waste a shirt or nothing like that. So I'm just going to take something that I had, like an old sublimation blank, and then I'm just going to cut this out, and I'm going to press on here to test the quality of the new ink. I didn't do no different kind of profile changes on my printer or nothing like that. I just followed the instructions, and the paper is cool. This paper, yes, I'm from Ohio, so I made this design like a month ago. So this is Ohio, and then all the schools that's in my city. So that's what I did with this. I put all the schools that's in my city in this design, and I'm getting ready to just cut this out, and then I'm going to let y'all watch me press this, because like I said, this is my first time using a different kind of ink. And the ink that I switched to is Hippo. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. I was talking to some people last night about that. They was telling me that that ink is really nice. Why did I switch to Hippo? I did my research on that ink, and it was cost efficient. And I need the ink to be here the next day. Like, no shade to nobody, but I be having deadlines to meet, and I can't wait like 4 or 5 days for my ink when I be having a deadline. So uh who sells that ink? Amazon sells that ink. And I ordered it yesterday, and it was here today. So I mean, I ordered it the other day, and it got here yesterday. And so that's what I like. I need something to be here kind of a little bit faster. And with the cost of everything going up, um, ink and something else is what I decided to cut my, cut cost on. So let's cut this out real quick. I think my heat press is ready. All right, babe, give me like 5 more minutes. Okay. So my heat press is ready. I'm about to take y'all to, like I said, I do stuff from the house. I ain't got no shop or nothing like that. So my heat press is ready. And I'm going to have to adjust my pressure on my heat press because of how light this is. So I got to take the pressure all the way. I got to turn the pressure up on here to make sure I get a good sublimation press. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Like I said, I'm looking at everything. I like how everything looks so far. My blue is bluing. Okay, so I am doing that part. You live in Ohio and I live in Kentucky. Oh, hey, neighbor. All right, so I'm about to go take this. I'm about to take y'all with me to go see my, to press this. All right. I don't like this. All right. I'm trying to see, get y'all down a little bit. Let's see. Y'all gonna be right next to me, okay? This is, all right. Like I said, I'm in my room, honey. I'm right here in the room. All right, y'all see my stuff in the background? Let's see. Oh, here's my heat press. TV and stuff over there. So what I'm getting ready to do, I already got my stuff rolling out. Let me find my clear tape, because that's what I use. My clear sublimation tape. So as you know sublimation blanks have a clear film on there. So you want to make sure you take that off. I'm using some clear tape. Oh man, I hate this tape and I gotta start a new roll. Let me see. I ain't got nails, okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just, like I said, I put my stuff down. Now I gotta put the pressure on here. So let me find my paper real quick. Now I just gotta put the pressure down on here. So I'm doing this with 385 for 60 seconds. But see, this is so light. I gotta get this real tight. It's too tight. That's still too tight. Hold on, y'all shaking, so I don't want y'all to shake with me. So I'm gonna just put y'all like right here. Cause this is shaking, y'all shaking with me. I don't know if y'all can see that far, but hold on. I gotta move some stuff so y'all can see. Let's see, y'all can see me. All right. got folded clothes. Like I say, I do this stuff for real. Like, right? Okay. All right, y'all can see me. So I'm just adjusting the pressure. I still too light. Still too light. Okay, I'm gonna use this pressure. So all I'm about to do now is take this back off. Ooh, that's hot. Don't do what I just did. So I'm just taking my design and I'm about to just lay it on the top. Uh-oh, something wrong. Okay, it's too short, so I gotta go reprint. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting me another piece of paper. Now I'm gonna turn my press off because it's gonna automatic shut off. So let me turn this off real quick because it got an automatic shut off on here. It'll shut off on me if I don't use it within so much time. So I had to reprint the paper real quick. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I had to let my printer had to warm back up, but I'm back. I'm still here. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until my new print out. Just make sure when you always do sublimation, like I said, this was too short. My measurements was just off a little bit. You want to add a couple inches on here. So I turned this off for a second because it got a automatic timer. If I don't use it in a certain amount of time, it'll shut off. So I'm just waiting on my new print. While I'm waiting on my new print, I usually get my tape and stuff set up, and I use the edge of a table to help me out because I just like the press and go. So I'm gonna cut my fresh paper in here. Like I said, I got this by a window. I got my window open. All right, so this looked bigger this time. Like I said, I didn't have enough bleed, I don't think. So I'm just cutting this out. And I wanted to test it out on, I wanted to test this out on the ink out on something that had like high volume colors. So we gonna see. But this is, like I said, this is my first time doing something like this with a printer, switching out inks, a sublimation printer. And I must say I'm proud of myself. I didn't make a mess. I didn't break my printer. After I did all my purges, sometimes you will see, sometimes when you do maintenance checks on your Epson printers, you will see breaks in the test print. It will show you like you will have like certain colors that come out, and if you see breaks in the pattern, that means there's error in your line. You have to keep purging. Let me see if this is gonna fit. I hope to goodness this is it. Oh my goodness, I'm still short. What the heck? All right, one more, y'all. One more. All right, y'all. That's me. That's my fault because I'm rushing. That's all. This is gonna do what it's gonna do. Oh, let me see. Yeah, that's on my idea. I'm just printing on my other page. I need my scissors. Okay, I'm back. I think I got it right this time. Yeah, I can tell. I was just a few inches short. Again, measure, 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 measure. I'm just rushing tonight because I'm just doing a, hey, daughter. All right, so I'm back. I'm cutting out my prints, taking my time. I'm about to turn this hot thing back on. It's still hot, so it shouldn't take that much longer to warm back up. Oh, yep, and I see. So I don't see no lines in my design, no breaks. In my print, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. Okay, so let me turn this back on. And I'm about to just see, Lord Jesus, let this be the answer. Okay, boom, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking. Dang, this thing got all the way back down to under 200, under 300 that fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all I'm doing now, I'm just, while this thing is warming back up, I'm just taping. Oh, it moved, it moved. I don't like when it move. I don't like when it move. So I'm just taping down. Like I said, that's why I say be tape ready. Be tape ready. I use clear tape. I don't like the brown tape anymore. I use brown tape only when I do my tumblers. The brown tape was leaving marks. So, like I said, let me lift this back up real quick. It's something. All right. You want to make sure nothing shifts and moves. I said I'm pushing it to the limit. This. All right. And this is just for a test. All right, so dang, it got all the way down back to under 300 that fast. Oh man, I be hating that. So I'm just, all right, everything is taped down. Sometimes when the heat be as it get hot, sometimes your paper be folding. So I'm about to put one extra piece in this corner. And then I'm gonna put my paper on the top. As soon as it hit that temperature, I'm about to just press. All right, so that's good. All right. Everything is on. Okay. All right, so I can't see me because of this glare. I'm just getting up my mess. So depending on your printer, this is very important. You have to research what's the best option depending on what kind of, sorry, it's a little gloomy here. Depending on what kind of printer you have. See that light up there? Can't stand that light. Yeah, so depending on what kind of printer you have, you want to research what's the best option. I did not want to buy a new printer. I'm gonna just take y'all along with me till this heat back up. Okay, it's reaching over 300. It's hot in here, so I'm gonna come back out here until it start beeping. All right. All right. So yes, do your research. Like I said, do research, read, watch videos, see what's the best option. See if you want to go that route. See if you don't want to just buy a whole nother printer. For me, nothing is wrong with my 16650. So if it's not broke, why I'm mess with something that's not is working for me right now. And I only had my ink was low anyways, so that's what made the draining easy. It wasn't even a lot of ink in there. So I just dumped out the rest that I had in there, and it was a messy process. It was very fast. It came out very fast, but it was kind of messy. So just make sure you have alcohol. Don't use no soap, no regular soap. Use alcohol. Have some old rags around you. Have some gloves. Use alcohol. You is going to have some spillage, so you want to clean before you put your ink back in. You want to make sure you clean those areas where you got to put the ink in the slots. If you use like a 16650 or something like what I did, I took all my trays out before I took it over to the sink and dumped it. But it was quick, like less than 5 minutes that ink came out. But it's still ink in there. So the purging part is what took the longest. Like it was, I ain't gonna lie, I think it was over an hour, like around almost 2 hours. Cause I printed 80 pages. And I had it on high speed because that was the instructions, like have it on high speed, and it still was going slow, even though I had it on high speed. Like 80 pages, that was a lot of pages. And also you want to have backup ink because as it's pushing out that old ink, the new ink is starting to flow through the tubes. So I'm going to say that as well. Have a backup ink to like top off, because it's going to get low. It's going to get low as that old ink is coming out. The new ink is coming in, and you might have to top back off to bring your ink levels back up. So I haven't had no problems. Like, would I do this again? If I have to, I will. But my goal in the future is to buy me a sublimation printer, you know. So that's my next goal. That's gonna be my only investment that I make, is to get me a real sublimation printer. But like I said, I had this printer for over 2 years and it works, and I use it all the time. So that was another reason why I had to decide to switch ink suppliers, because I have deadlines, and I need my ink to be here a little faster than what it was. And then my old ink, the price went up on that ink, and I'm like, okay, let me shop around, let me see what's going on. But that's it. The middle, it has you live in Ohio, I am in the top 10 populated states and I live in. You said the top 10 populated states, Kentucky. What's going on over there? So the ink that I switched to, I think I talked about that earlier, is Hippo ink. Hippo or whatever it's called. I checked out some other inks. I just, like I said, I was researching, reading reviews, reading other people's experience with the ink. The one ink I never heard of, so that's why I didn't get it. It's called, I seen it in Walmart. Walmart sells sublimation ink. But I was looking like, I ain't never heard of that ink before. Jack. I can't printer jack or something. So that's why I didn't get that ink. And then that's basically it. And then Hippo ink was cheaper. It was cheaper than what I usually buy. So that's what was important to me. If it still give out good quality for less, I'm all for it. So let's go see where we at with this printer. Well, heat press, excuse me, heat press. Okay. So just like that, we back in business. So now all I'm about to do is press, go press, and I'm bringing my Cricut tool, and I'll put on the glove because this thing gets, this license plate thing is hot. So here is my, let me see if I can see if I lift it up. Lift it up, lift it down. All right. All right, so I'm getting ready to, I'm just gonna put on one glove. Let me see. I'm nervous, y'all. Okay, this is my first press with my new ink I'm putting on my gloves because this thing hot. Oh no, I don't know where my other one just went. Oh, here it goes. All right, so let me take my ring off. All right, so we already did the pressure. Let me shut this real quick. All right, just shut that real quick. I'm gonna put this, change this. Let me turn this window up. All right, I'll open up that one. That one, that's a bigger one. All right, so we get ready to press, and we about to see. All right. Oh, I'm nervous. All right, we got 20 seconds to go. About 20 seconds to go. Hey, Nevaeh, I see you. So I'm just gonna use this to get my my tape off. Oh, I can see my print through here. Oh, I'm excited. So I'm gonna cut this off. I immediately turn that off. This thing hot. Oh, it's so hot. Let me see. Oh, oh my God. Oh, this is popping. Oh, I gotta take out. I gotta take this in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, my colors is bomb. Oh, look. Oh, I can't wait to show y'all. Oh, wee. Hold on. I'm gonna take y'all in here where the ring light is, because you can't see in this dusty room, this dark room. Oh, I like it, y'all. I like it. Hold on. This is the ring light. Let's see, I can see. Let's see, put in the ring light. Oh, look. Oh, look at the colors, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, I like it. My red don't look pink. Look. Oh, this is so pretty. Let me see. This might be too. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Thank you, daughter. That's my daughter. She said, wow, so pretty. Yes. So this is my new ink. This is how it came out. And this is Hippo. That's what it's called. Oh my goodness. Wow. I love sublimation when it first get printed. It is so vibrant. And yes, that is the real shine that's on here. This is cute. There's something on the back of here. I don't know what it is, but so this is what this is after, like I said, this is from the Purge, the new ink. So this is my new ink. This is the ink that I'm using. And it came out like this. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I can't wait to do that shirt now. It's cute. It's crazy. So, like I said, it don't hurt but to try. You can't be scared. So this is what it turned out to come out. I don't see no line, no busted up images or nothing. I mean, no lines or nothing in my design. And my red actually look red. It don't look pink or nothing. I didn't have to do no adjustments. So this is what I came on here to show for tonight. And I will be back. I have to do a shirt. So I'm about to press this shirt now that I know that this came out. And that's all I wanted to show y'all. So this was about what happens after you purge a printer, a converted printer, and then you put new sublimation ink. And this was my results. All right. So thank y'all for watching. I'll be back on probably later on this week. I got some stuff to finish up. And I will talk to you guys later. But thank y'all for watching. Okay, and then I'm going to leave the information in this live later to of the resource that I use to help me with my printer. Bye, daughter. Okay, y'all. Talk to y'all later.